Welcome to the 2021 Illuminate Film Festival opening night party. I'm so excited that you will all be joining us for the next 90 minutes of absolute soul-drenched fun and live music, which is coming to us from Jess Magic and Tru Osborne and her Soul Salon friends. So the next thing I'd like to do is introduce my dear colleague, our senior programmer, Maya Monasterios.
Thank you, Danette. Wow, what a long time coming to this moment of celebration. I'm so excited to be helping to open our 2021 virtual film festival. I'm so excited that we're going to get to celebrate the power of story, of films that transform, that open and expand our consciousness and open us up to greater possibility, help us remember who we really are, help us choose love over fear, and help us to really connect to what really matters in these times. And every single one of the films that we chose do that. Every single one of the speakers that are part of this festival sing that, mission that, really preach that, as Jess would say. And I'm so excited to bring forth a co-host, our featured sponsor and co-host for tonight, Teresa Collins, one of my favorite human beings in the whole world, incredibly inspiring woman who has been at the forefront pioneering this new age that we're wanting to step into right now. She's been doing it for decades with so many incredible organizations around the world, and now really spearheading an incredible effort with the Global Coherence Pulse and the Islands of Coherence. And I'd love, Teresa, for you to share a little bit more about your work right now.
Well, I just want to start by saying happy birthday, Maya. I found out a little bird told me, you actually told me 2 days ago that it was just your birthday. And so what a wonderful opportunity to have a birthday and the launch of something new, like really exciting. And I want to say also happy birthday to Illuminate Film Festival, because you're really claiming this right now as emerging into the new. And this is the first large in-person event that I've heard of that's happening right now on the planet, and combined with a virtual event. And that's kind of like from my 20 years of supporting, communities of practice, communities of purpose coming together. It's the combination of in-person times together and virtual. And now that we've been having a lot of time virtually, we're beginning to learn and experience the potency of coming together in the non-local field, right? And so we can begin to create these fields of love and transformation. And Danielle, you said on a event with Scott around the magic bubble, the people that come to this festival find themselves leaving in a magic bubble. Well, we create that together by the quality of our presence and how we show up in the field together. And we're really learning how potent that is. So if you're on Zoom with us right now, welcome. If you're listening on all of the many ways this is being streamed out to the world, we're so excited that you're here. And if you're listening to the replay right now, know that you are with us right now in this moment, and that the quality of your presence as you participate in this party has an impact.
And can I jump in there, Teresa?
Yes, please. I was just going to call on you.
This is a magnanimous moment for us here at Illuminate. This whole year we were planning one kind of festival, just having faith, right? That the next month, wasn't going to bring us something so unpredictable that we would, just make a huge pivot and a huge change. And, there's something really about just being in the present and being with what is. And then it just became available to us, the idea of having a hybrid festival. So this is new for us in so many ways. We kicked off last night with our in-person pre-festival open air kickoff screening here in the gorgeous Red Rocks of Sedona. And boy, was it just this powerful, powerful transmission and coming together. And now we get to begin the virtual journey with all of you. And this is the first time that we've been able to reach across borders and across boundaries and across oceans to really embrace all of you and bring you into the Illuminate family. So I'm just so grateful to bring us all together for this great launch. It's going to be a phenomenal week. I hope that you will watch these films and just feel the love in your heart and feel yourself lifting and elevating and transforming, and then circle back with this Illuminate community and feel like you are not alone. We are together. We are one.
You know what else I really love? Stay on Danette for a minute, because I'm just going to say, when I was listening to your interview with Scott Katamas that you and Maya did, and your intentions for this festival and what you're hoping will occur for us was really inspiring for me. One, your commitment to up-leveling the quality of conscious media on behalf of making this world a better place. It is so inspiring and really true. And I know that you're committed to that long term. So if you're somebody who's out there making media, or you want to make conscious media, these are the people to connect with, because they're committed to empowering everyone that is inspired to do that, to really make a difference. And two, that you want media, you want this festival to be a healing journey. You want it to be, a healing medicine for people. And I just wondered if both you and Maya just wanted to say something about your intention, so that we can then add that to ours and take it into the festival.
Absolutely, Teresa. So yes, we have been working for many, many years to advocate for conscious cinema, because we know truly how powerful it is. I mean, all of you out there, there's no doubt that you've watched a movie in your lifetime that has stuck with you for years, and you could remember the aha moment that you experienced when you watched that film. And there may be 100 of those, who knows? But it's a vehicle for true change in the world. And sometimes that is not acknowledged entirely in the film industry. And so we've been working for many years from the inside out to have the industry embrace conscious media. And the quality, quantity, and accessibility of conscious media has been rising. And I think it will continue to rise, especially right now, when I think the whole film industry is feeling into what people need, and what people need after this year of, trials and tribulations, in some cases of sickness, of uncertainty, of trauma, of isolation, separation. Media becomes the medicine. And I think it's time that the film industry really, really sees that. And I think that they will. And then secondly, and then I'll turn it over to Maya, is we've been ushering through this new conscious cinema paradigm with the intention of truly, truly having these stories land in our hearts and in our consciousness, to really help us move through, to really help us heal, to really help us elevate ourselves and to become the best version of ourselves. And so it is true. Once you watch a few movies all in a row and you connect with your fellow moviegoer, whether it's on Zoom or whether they're sitting right next to you, there is just something unexplainable. We call it the Illuminate magic. It is the love bubble. It is really just a place for flourishing. So I'm setting the intention for all of you to be able to receive that, and then also to pass it on so that everybody can be a recipient of the Illuminate magic. Maya, how about you?
Thank you, Danette. You know, for me, it's there is an amplification, right, of the new storytellers and the modern conscious cinema. But for me, it's also about returning to our true humanity. You know, we've been telling each other stories since we had language, since probably before we had language. You know, we gathered around the fire and there was this way that we connected by sharing our experiences of the world, sharing our transformational journeys, sharing our vision quests, sharing the impressions that we would get from the natural world. And I think this is what we're inviting here, is bringing the intention of true like presence, authenticity, and storytelling that connects us to what really matters. I really can't wait for you guys to dive deep into the song journey with Jess Magic, because she so embodies that kind of an artist. We're talking about, you know, film as art, music as art, storytelling as art, and all of its forms, and how it comes together in beautiful synergy within film. But there is this rise of what Jess and a lot of our community is calling the heartists, people that are telling stories from their heart, from a place of what is going to unite us, what is going to go beyond the polarization and the things that we've been focusing on that separate us, and what returns us to our true humanity, why we're here on this planet right now, and what it's really all about. And I think that's what we're getting at with the core of these stories, and with the magic that you feel when you watch them and you're reminded of that, and you get to be in community around that. And really, ultimately, you realize you're not alone. Even despite everything that we've all been going through and so much isolation, we're actually really not alone. And maybe these challenges are actually a unique opportunity for initiating us into our greater selves, into a new era of humanity. How can we use this time to be generative and really intentional with how we create, what we share, and what stories we tell? So for me, it's that intention that all of us sort of pause for a moment and really listen to our true soul's calling and be inspired to really shine our light as bright as we can and do what's ours to do to make this beautiful planet even more and more beautiful.
Beautiful. Thank you. That was great. I love that. We needed to hear your guys' intentions and love as we got started today. And I'll just say, so I'm from the Global Coherence Pulse in the Islands of Coherence, as they said, and what we believe shapes our reality. And media is one of the main influences of what we believe to be true. So being here, the fact that you're here tonight at the opening party, if you've signed up for the festival, then you know that you're going to be diving into spending time in ingesting media that's designed to transform your life. So we're really excited that you're here for that. And I just want to say that on Saturday, we had a Global Coherence Pulse, and that's where we come together and we drop into a simple state of coherence and we pulse the planet with love. And following that, we had a Saturday Night Alive event, and the theme for that was becoming an island of coherence and pulsing the planet with love. And then the next day, Uplift had an all-day festival, a celebration of love. And so I started to see all of these things happen, including the film festival. And I decided that what was occurring on the planet was that a love fest was naturally emerging as we, people who are choosing love over fear, are beginning to express our passions in purpose in events and activities and things. So this is part of a love fest. And I know that you two, your team, and this entire festival is in the current of this love field that we generated starting last week, and that I can tell you're being lifted up by it. And all of us are being lifted by it, being held by it, and we can add to it. So maybe we can just take a minute right now before we introduce Jess Magic and enter into our party. I tell you, it is going to be such an amazing event with Jess and Tru and Kita and the crew that she's brought together, they have a way of taking us into the present moment and inviting us to feel, like feel for real, and really take this moment as an opportunity to open our hearts to something more and really let this event be a transformational experience for all of us. So I'm just going to invite us just for a minute to just come really present together with a simple coherence practice. And all that's required are three things. It's our attention, our breath, and a heart-centered feeling. So I'm just going to invite us all, just wherever you are right now, just to take a moment, maybe place your hand on your heart and bring your full awareness and attention to your breath moving in and out. It's slowing everything down so that right now you are right here, letting go of everything that might have been happening today and anything that might be coming in the future, and just bringing yourself fully present right here. This is where the magic is. This is where life is. This is where change happens. And how about for a moment, let's feel the bottom of our feet. And see if we can evoke a feeling of gratitude from our hearts for this beautiful planet that we live on, for our Mother Gaia, for our Pachamama that provides us so much nourishment. And send that wave of gratitude from your heart through your feet into the earth. I always feel this wave of love just grow in my heart every time I connect with the Pachamama, and my gratitude for this life. And I feel the field is feeling it too. And in this simple place of presence, let's send a wave of love into the field to Daniette and Maya and all of the people who have put together this film festival on our behalf, so that they are nourished, that they're uplifted, and that everything unfolds this week in a state of love and joy and grace. And let's send a wave of gratitude and love, this feeling in our hearts, adding with all of the love that's been generated over the days to our friends Jess Magic and Tru Osborne and the crew that is getting ready to take you on a magic carpet ride. So that everything that happens tonight is lifted up with our love. And let's now send this love that we are feeling, that naturally is present when we relax in the present moment, because it is the field that unites us. Let's send it out across the planet so that everything that occurs tonight in this party and everything that happens over the week of this festival is a blessing to the whole of. We've got this. Small groups of people coming together in heart coherence have the capacity to change the outcome of the future from fear to love. And we're doing that right now. So let's get on with the party. Launching a festival that's designed for transformation in a field of love and joy is exactly the right thing to do. So maybe we can bring Jess Magic and her crew on in Bali so we can welcome them and know that this is a participatory evening, that Jess is going to invite us to really drop into this present moment, to relax and to let yourself feel and to join in, sing along, bring your full presence to this joyful party tonight. This is going to be an amazing festival, and tonight launches it off with a big bang of magic. So, Jess, I'd love to see you come on stage, and Jeanette and Maya will be back towards the end after Jess takes us on a wonderful journey. If you'd like to stay on afterwards, after we close, we are going to share some things about the festival with you. We'll share some trailers, we'll share some other pieces. I don't know, Maya, if you want to do a little introduction to Jess before we bring them on. Yeah.
Yes, Jess Magic and the Soul Salon. This woman, I see her as the priestess of soul, the queen of the heart. She is just so devoted, so deeply devoted to being a channel of light and love and grace on this planet. And every single time this woman opens her mouth and brings us into song, I just literally feel every cell of my body sparkle and shine and remember and come alive. So it is my deepest pleasure to bring her and her whole tribe of magical heartist beings, Tru Osborne included, into this realm, welcoming you from the bottom of my heart for you bringing your beautiful gifts to this festival and to the world. Thank you, Jess. Thank you, Tru, for being here.
Such an honor. It's such an honor. I'm not going to say so many words, but I might introduce what we're about to do over a bit of music to just start to lay the field. So, my beautiful brother to my left, Mr. Kita Kavisic, laying it down on the guitar. So grateful for you. Thank you for being here. Thank you for saying yes. My brother Dion is going to be rocking us out on the beats, making sure that your booty gets to dance a little bit during this party, because, you know, a party needs beats and dancing. My brother on my right over here, Mr. Walker G on bass, who's also going to be, he's producing our current album right now, which is such a gift. And then my newest brother, Gozian, right here, coming in to help us create an embodied experience of conduit of how in human form we can connect to the ancestors, those that have passed, and the spirits of the land. So I'm so grateful for you being here. And of course, my brother Drew, the minister of soul, beaming in from Brooklyn, laying down sermons that excite and ignite.
Blessings, family.
As we said, this is a soul salon. And we really view the soul salons as almost this non-dogmatic, non-denominational church of love and soul, where every religion and every lineage and every belief is welcome, and where we remember who we are as connected to a source of love and connection. Teresa and Maya already sprinkled this in, but the way that I saw this was as though there are 4 P's for you to really enjoy this party. The first is presence. The more that you bring your presence and saturate yourself with the energy, with the music, with the tones, with the words, with the prayers, the more you'll receive and the more we'll be able to feel you, because this is happening live right now. So for every single one of you that's leaning in or saying, hey, I like the way that sounds, we feel you leaning in. And your lean in creates gravitas and connection and magnetism for these prayers. The second P is participation. So we're going to be inviting you to sing and dance and chant words in different parts and offer your prayers and put your feet on the earth and be really a part of this. And to create this change that Maya and Danette and Teresa have talked about requires our participation. It requires our unique contribution, the gift that we are. So as we sing, as you join us on this magic carpet ride, I really invite you to keep relaxing and listening to what the gift is that you bring, why your unique being is here at this party and also on this planet at this time. What is it that you bring? And perhaps the ride of these songs, the energetic arc of these songs can help fortify your spirit, your gifts, your participation in this moment and in life. The third one is prayer, and you'll see that we use the word prayer a lot, but prayer is really, for me, it's about communication. It's about a communication from your heart, your spirit, and your body that allows you to be more actively in communion with life as an expressor and as a listener. And it creates intimacy. So I invite in intimacy as we pray in all the different ways that we pray. And then the final one is very, very important, and it is play. It is this invitation to not take yourself too seriously, for us to not take ourselves too seriously. We're here to have a party. We're here to celebrate. And while there's a lot of crazy things happening in life right now, there's also a lot of beauty. So in the playfulness, may we remember our childlike essence, our childlike nature. We're going to be freestyling. We're going to be flying all over the place, making up things as we go along. And so play with us. Sing along with us from home. And with that, I open up this song. It's called The Prophecy. The essence of this song was inspired by a story, a prayer from a Hopi elder that tells us that we are and reminds us that we are the ones we've been waiting for, to let go of the riverbed, to enjoy the ride and the flow of life, of the mystery and of what's happening right now, and to look around in the river to see who else is in the river celebrating. Thank you to all the courageous beings who have held their lineages and kept the stories alive so that we can learn and reimagine what it is to be human again. Here we go. All the things that I've been through in my life have left me wondering and wondering, will there ever be a time in my life when I'm not suffering and struggling? I was looking inside for all the things that I had, but I was walking alone. Yeah, I was searching inside for all the things that I had, but I was walking alone. We are the ones, we are the ones we're waiting for. We are the love, we are the ones who bring it forth. We are the earth keepers, we are the warriors. We are the ones we're waiting for. then there comes that moment where we find our tribe. But when I look in your eyes, I know that I can't deny. I know I can do it. Even when it gets hard and I get lost in the dark, I know I'll get through it. And I can break down these walls and know I'm not gonna fall unless it's into your arms. And we've been hearing the call even before we were born, and this is where we belong. Oh, and we are the ones we're waiting for. We are the love, and we are the love. We are the ones who bring it forth. We are the earth keepers. We are the earth keepers. We are the warriors. We are the ones we're waiting for. Ooh yeah, ooh yeah, ooh yeah. We heard the call. Ooh yeah, ooh yeah, ooh yeah. We couldn't do it on our own. Ooh yeah, oh no. Ooh yeah. Together we are stronger. Ooh yeah, hey. Ooh yeah, ooh yeah. Now that we found our home. We are the ones we're waiting for. We are the love, we are the love. We are the ones who bring it forth. We are the earth keepers. We are the earth keepers. We are the warriors. We are the ones we're waiting for. Yes. Come on, Kita. That's right. Let's go. Heard the call. We couldn't do it on our own. Together we are stronger. And now that we found our home,
It's time to reimagine the stories we've been told.
it's time to reimagine the stories we've been told. Yeah, yeah, yeah. It's time to reimagine the stories that we tell. Hey, hey, hey. We belong to the earth. We belong to each other.
We belong.
We belong to the sky. We belong to the thunder.
We
Oh, whatever we deny or embrace, for worse or for better, we belong to this life. We belong together. We belong. So in the spirit of belonging to this earth, of belonging to life, I want to pass the mic over to my brother Gozian. And Gozian, I'd love for you to take a few minutes to just bring in the ancestors, bring in the spirits of this land, call them forth, and just help us even more deeply connect to this sense of place. We're streaming to you from Bali, which is one island in 17,000 in Indonesia. And Gozian is Sundanese from West Java, Sundan. It's such an honor to have you here, brother.
Sampurasun, Rampes, greetings, all the human beings, all the people, all the beautiful creatures, all around the world. We are sending you guys through the ocean this energy of love, vibrance, truth, interbeing, radiance. And I invite you to invoke and to greet our ancestor, especially here in Indonesia. Indonesia, we have a slogan, it says Bhinneka Tunggal Ika. means unity in diversity. We are one. 17,508 islands. And we are sitting here from Uluwatu. Ulu means on the top, the edge. And Watu is the rock. If you are together, if you are one, you are solid as a rock. You'll be on the top. So I invite you guys to be present, to feel your presence. Take a deep breath in and breath out. The easiest, the shortest way to feel your presence is your breath. Honor your presence, this power within you. To illuminate, to ignite the sparks within you. For the next deep breath in. I invite you guys to feel the ancestor. I honor you, the ancestor of Bali. Islands of gods, you believe that we are here not alone. Even sometimes you're feeling alone. And participate. Feel the presence of our ancestor. My ancestor in Sunda, our tribe, your ancestor. Feeling connected to a true ocean. Sunda means goodness. The gods were smiling when they create us. And they are playful. So we play together in this present moment and participate with other people around the world. Connect. And we pray as we communicate. Communicate with divine power of our ancestors. And now I invite you guys to take a breath in and send it to your food. And imagine as the roots it's just flowing through your foods and connecting with Mother Earth or Pachamama. Even in the word earth is art inside.
We are the love, we are the ones
So
who bring
take
it
that breath
forth.
in
We are
and
the earth
reconnect.
keepers. We are the warriors.
Feel your ancestor behind you.
We are the ones
The
we're
mother,
waiting
the
for.
father, the grandfather, grandmother. We call it Luhur. Luhur means on the top. They are above us. They are protecting
The
us.
stories we've been told.
Yeah.
It's time
Feel it.
to reimagine the stories
power
that we
inside.
tell.
Love
It's
it.
time to reimagine the stories
love,
we've
guys.
been told. It's time to reimagine the stories that we tell.
Thank you, Gozien. Oh, it's time to reimagine the stories that we tell. And I wanna thank you and all of the crew from Illuminate for curating this night and supporting this life in all of us taking in more intention to what we consume. Good media is as important as good food, so I want to thank you for creating Illuminate that we can appreciate, celebrate together. Forever we stand together. So I hope that everyone who's tuning in is finding yourself in a good mood as you pay attention to the Zoom. You know we love you and we're beaming you so much. We hope you open your heart, cause your heart's the place we like to touch. That's consensual, right? I just wanted to touch your heart, but I hope that felt consensual, you know? We belong to this life, we belong to each other. We belong to the sky, we belong to the thunder. Whatever deny or embrace, for worse or for better. We belong to this life, we belong together. We belong. So we're gonna go over to our brother Tru. Thank you so much for being with us. Thank you for joining us. We'll be back soon. My brother Tru, I love you so much. I can't wait to see how you are gonna bless us up with your magic and your medicine.
I love you too, sweetheart. Hello, Illuminate Film Festival. I am sending you love all the way from Brooklyn, New York tonight. How are you, family? I think the beauty of moments like this is when we all take a deep breath together and we appreciate that you are here. You made it. Life happened all day long, all around you, in you, through you, by you, with you, for you, about you, because of you. Life happened, and now you're here. And we've all been tasked with the most important charge, and that is to illuminate, to be seen, to be witnessed, to be experienced. So you're not here by mistake. You're here on purpose. You're here in purpose. And that is because there is something to be revealed in each of us. And it's time that we manifest that something. So I'd like to bring us into an intentional space of reflection, where you don't only get to acknowledge that you belong, but you also get to acknowledge that you get to go. You belong in a space where your message, where your voice matters just as much as Jess's or mine, or Teresa or Maya, or any of the amazing organizers of this event. You get to acknowledge that your story, your song, your words, your screenplay, your eyes, your observation, your presence is needed now more than it has ever been needed before. So welcome, bienvenidos, to the most transformational moment of your life. It's the moment where you decide to share yourself with the rest of the world. What that sounds like is going to be different for each of us. But going on the journey is something we can do together. So I invite you into a moment where you can create your own sound, your own thoughts. If you're here with us in Zoom, feel free to mute your microphone or keep it mute so that you can sing the song that comes to you as we create a field of awareness, a field of intercession, where we can be together truly in spirit, mind, body, and soul. My name is Tru Osborne, and I'm really excited to be here with you all tonight. See me in the future. Only in the future. See me in the Only in the future. I wanna be seen rightfully in my best self, my best self. Wanna be seen. See me in my essence. See me with full presence. I want to be known for my impact, and not just my impact, but more for my impact on one mind, on one mind, my impact on one mind, mind. My impact on my impact on your soul, on your soul. So think of the impact your beauty has on my impact. I'm so elated to impact you in a way I don't want back. Don't want back. I don't want my love back. No, I don't need this love back. No, I only want impact. I only want impact. Oh, 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 do, 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 do. Whoa, do, 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 do. Oh, 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 oh. Thank you. Back to you, Jess.
Love you, Tru.
Thank you, Teresa. We only want impact. We want the
Love you,
impact that's going to
Tru.
last beyond generations. And it starts with us being illuminated,
Yeah.
taking the time out to see, to hear, to think, to breathe, to process that we are not in this alone, that we are here together as one, creating a brand new normal. We're not trying to go back to an old love, but we want this new love to radiate with intention and with purpose, like only we can radiate it.
Yes, thank you. Oh, feeling that.
You see why he's called the Minister of Soul. Just checking in. Are we back on? Are we back on with sound and video?
We see you. We love you, Jess.
It's always a fun, exciting journey transmitting the love over the Indian Ocean and then over the Atlantic and the Pacific and everything in between. But we got you and we feel you, and thank you for feeling us. Tru, thank you so much always for bringing it so beautifully straight from your soul. So this next song we want to bring is called Pray. And I'm going to really invite you guys to, actually, can we get a little beat going? Can we get a little jam going for Pray? Here we go. It's so much more fun to speak and share things when you've got a track underneath you, especially a live track by a group of masters. So here's the deal. This song's called Pray. And it's also all about playing. It's about weaving in the prayers from many different lineages. So right now, if you are in the Zoom room, or if you are on the Unify Facebook thread, or any of the groups that we're restreaming to, like Camp Mystic, my homies out at Camp Mystic, wherever you're streaming from right now, I would like you to take this opportunity to put into whatever thread you have access to, even if that's the thread of telepathy. What is it that you want to create? Tru is bringing in this piece around love and impact and creating change, and that's what all of these films in the film festival are about. So I'm curious, I would love to hear from you. I'd love to see from you and feel from you. What is your prayer for this life, for this moment, for yourself right now, for your brothers and sisters, for the earth? And put it in the threads. Let's weave this together. Let's get some words and intentions flowing together. And then what Kita and I will do as we begin to receive this song and receive your prayers, we'll see how much we can feel them. It worked so far for us we had a telepathic message that told us about our color palette of red and black and white. So our telepathy skills are on point right now. So send it to us. There's a good chance that we can receive. Oh, we've got a prayer for shining the light. It's already coming in. Keep it coming, you guys. As much as possible, we'll have these communicated to us and bring your prayers through. A life filled with love, shining the light. They're coming. Keep them coming. Keep them coming. The words to this, so you can sing along at home, are I pray to the mother, I pray to the father, I pray for my sisters, I pray for my brothers. I pray for our sons, I pray for our daughters, I pray for the earth, I pray for the water. So feel free to feel this, sing along, and keep sending your prayers through. I pray to the mother, I pray to the father, I pray for my sisters, I pray for my brothers, I pray to the mother, I pray to the father, I pray for our sons and I pray for our daughters, I pray to the mother, I pray to the father, I pray for the earth and I pray for the water, I pray.
Oh, I pray.
Get on my knees, oh, and I pray. Pray. Come on,
Oh,
Kita.
I pray.
Yes.
Dearly beloved, we have gathered here today in the name of love, the celebration of heart, presence, and breath that brings us all together, remembering there is no separation, and that all the many ways we pray in the different languages and the different days is what brings us together in the spirit of life itself. This beautiful divine life force that moves through us every moment, every day, reminds us to pray. I pray to the mother, I pray to the father, I pray for my sisters, I pray for my brothers, I pray to the mother, I pray to the father, I pray for my sons and I pray for our daughters, I pray to the mother, I pray to the father, I pray for the earth and I pray for the water, I pray. Ooh, I pray. What you got, Tru?
Can we turn up the vocals on Mr. Tru Osborne? Bringing in a prayer from Brooklyn. Come on, I hear you.
Oh, I pray. If I'm gonna pray, I'ma pray for power.
Yes.
And if I'm gonna pray, y'all, I pray for love.
Yes.
Power to love all my enemies, just as I love me. Power to love all my enemies, even the enemy. Oh, 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 oh. I pray to the mother, I pray to the father, I pray for the mother, and I pray for the daughters. I pray to the mother, I pray to the father, I pray for my sisters, I pray for my brother. Ooh, get on your knees and pray. Yeah.
I get on my knees and pray.
Say I pray,
Oh, I pray, I pray.
I pray,
I'm on my knees.
I pray. Oh, yeah.
Thanking this life.
I pray.
Thanking this life. I am so grateful to hear your voice. And we can weave our prayers together all over this land. All over this land. All sides of this earth. Together singing in harmony. Weaving our prayers. Bringing the love. Feeling free. Hey.
Feeling free.
So in this next one, we're gonna sing Put Your Roots Down. And right now, Tru is singing with his roots in New York, and we're singing with our roots in Indonesia, in Bali. So when you sing, feel the roots of your own self, of your own feet, of your own soul, of your heart, and your body going into the earth. Let's do this together. Let's lift this prayer up from the roots. Put your roots down, put your ear to the ground. You can hear what she says if you're listening.
Put your roots down, put your ear to the ground. You can hear what she says if you're listening. Sweet sound of the water as it moves across the stone. The same sound as the blood in your body as it moves across the stone. How you listening? Oh, I'm listening. How you listening? How you listening? Burn fire, burn bright, burn these fears, release the light. Ash come down, turn it around, grow these prayers up from this ground.
Yes, true. I hear you. Keep it up. From this ground, lift up these prayers. We lift it up from the ground. Root to rise, shine your light. Who brought that prayer? They said, shine your light. Who brought that prayer? They said, give your love. Return to love. Return to love. We return to love.
Return to love, return to love,
Turn to love.
return to love, return
Turn to love. Pray to the mother. I pray to the father. I pray for my sisters. I pray for my brothers. I pray to the mother. I pray to the father. I pray for the sons and I pray for our daughters. I pray to the mother. I pray to the father. I pray for the earth and pray for the water.
I pray for the water.
Yes.
Reminding us of all the different ways we pray, from all the different places we come from. The one thing that unites us all together is this beautiful earth beneath our feet that feeds us and nourishes us, that creates our wholeness together. We want to sing this one out to her. Pachamama, I'm coming home to the place where I belong. I wanna be free, so free, like a dolphin in the sea. I wanna fly high, so high, like an eagle in the sky. When my time is gone, I'm gonna lay right down and die.
When my time is done, I will lay right down and die. I will kiss the ground, so I surrender to the sky.
Pray
I
for the mother,
pray, yes, true.
pray for the mother, pray for the mother,
For the Father,
Father, Father, Father, yeah.
for my sister,
Sister and my brother, yeah.
for my brothers, I pray.
Don't you give up on your dreams.
What a blessing to feel everyone's presence, participation, prayers, and playfulness. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you so much for weaving that into this party. I think those are the best kind of parties. We have one more song up our sleeve if we have the time. And I also just want to check in really quick with the home team, with the mothership, before we sing this final song. If there's anything that's been activated from you that you feel you want to share around this art of artistry of storytelling that Illuminate is bringing forward, if there's anything that you feel is true, I'm looking through this screen at you, if there's anything that feels ripe and alive right now that you want to plant the seed before we close with this final song.
I feel like you're channeling the messages from the films already. There's a film called Dreamer. There's a film called Dreamer that's playing the festival, and it's really about the people that, you know, when they were young, when they were children, they had these huge dreams, and they had people saying, you can't do that, you can't fly a rocket to the moon, or you can't create, you know, this incredible new paradigm of business or art. And they were like, but this is what I'm here to do. I'm not gonna wait to have permission from other people, or to have validation from other people, or to have someone else outside of me say, you're good enough, you can do this. Because when we have that passion inside, when we feel that calling, that's all we need. We give ourselves permission. We have that desire because that is what we're meant to do. That is why we're here. I'm encouraging people to watch that film Dreamer because it helps us remember that. It tells stories of people that didn't give up on their dreams and have become incredible way showers and change makers, and just help us see what's possible when we actually lean into this really our heart's wish. Just really wanting that for everyone. Wanting everyone to be inspired from that film and from this music. That's there for everyone.
That's so beautiful, Maya. Thank you so much. I do feel like there is this shared stream of consciousness that is being circulated amongst this crew for sure, and I'm sure that it's pinging right now in the minds and hearts of the people that are streaming in. So again, I want to just give a shout out to everybody that's watching now, everybody that's watching on the restreams. This next song is called We Are All One, and I know that may sound a little bit cliche, but I'll share with you that this song came through when I was invited to sing the opening invocation for the Women's Economic Forum in India, and I was surrounded by women from 155 different countries. There was over 1,500 women, and everyone was wearing their authentic garb from the countries and the tribes that they were from, and it was looking around and just feeling everyone there to love and learn and hear each other's perspectives, but yet expressing their unique differences. And that's the origin of this particular song. So when you hear that we are all one, just knowing that it is genuinely an invocation of inclusivity and not taking away anything from our uniqueness and our diversity, but recognizing that we truly are cells in the body of life together. So I honor every single one of your unique cells. May your cell be healthy and radiant, vibrant, alive, and full. And may the collective body that we create, that is life, thrive fully, hold us completely, and remind us of the power that we have to be in a human body at this time, to create change, to overcome obstacles, and to express our love.
Time has come, tired of fighting, we are igniting our fire. So rise up, my brothers, we are the ones. Stand up for our daughters, rise up for our sons, and for our mothers, and for our fathers, for children. We are the seeds, our bodies carry the code for what a mother needs. We gotta listen instead of wishing for change. So rise up, my sisters, I hear your beating heart. Resilient women with wisdom to impart. Let's lift our voices, make new choices for our children. Oh, we are all.
We are all.
We are our.
We are our.
We are our.
We are our.
So you may not know this about Mr. Kita, but he used to play in a Rastafarian reggae band. So we're gonna invoke a little bit of reggae Kita right now, see what he has to bring forward in this prayer for humanity.
We are pure consciousness embodied in form, born through the movie as we watch transform. Love all united, flying through space, eyes of the universe, family of grace. Each with our difference, uniqueness in the form, elusive separation built only to be born. We are united, flying through space, darkness in, I am connected in grace. Oh, I'm connected in the light.
Connected in the light.
Our bodies carry the codes.
For what our mother needs. We are one family, we come from one mother. Let's walk as her children and live as her lover. She's been provided, we're uniting in her honor. Oh, we are one circle, we are one tribe. We are a vision coming alive. Ancestors they could see this living prophecy that we are all one. Oh, we are.
We are.
All.
We are all.
We are our.
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 We are all.
If we all feel to just close our eyes for one moment together. And just feel into where we can even more fully embody that truth. Any parts that we can let go of a little bit more of the story of separation so that we can lean into deeper levels of connection and liberation so that we can enjoy a life of celebration. Thank you so much for your presence, your participation, your prayer, and your play. Thank you for streaming in my brother Tru Osborne from Brooklyn and bringing it so fully the way you do. Thank you to my brothers Dion and Kita and Walker and Gozian for just coming together. Thank you for our amazing media team and production team who's behind the scenes right now. You can take a spin around if you want, show them what's going on. Then everybody can get to see the ocean. A little bit of the cliff that we're on that Gozian was speaking to. We have such an amazing team. We love you so much, you guys.
Love
Thank
you, team.
So, and virtually streaming in, we call him our Buddha of the virtual sound engineering world. So Ian from Unify and just from heaven, actually. We love you so much, Ian. Ian from heaven, who comes. He was speaking to me the other day, and I was saying expressing my gratitude because he comes in to these conscious forums of film festivals and live streams and summits, and he was saying how it's part of his dharma, it's part of his blessed gift to be able to make sure that there's no distortion in the way between the transmissions of the artists and the people that are telling these stories and the people receiving. And he's talking about it on obviously a technical and an energetic level. It's like when that sound channel can be clear and there's no distortion, you can more fully receive. And also I really took it as how can we all do our own work in our own technology to continue to clear the distortion and the noise in the field so that we can transmit purely and receive fully. So I really want to thank you, Ian, for that code that I feel like you planted in me around that. And thank you for helping to clear the pathways so that we can feel more connected in these virtual spaces when we're still learning the new normal and creating the new normal and seeding the new normal of how we take a strong stand for connection and solidarity and love during these times. So bless you all. Thank you to Jeanette and Maya and the whole crew and Teresa for putting this together. And thank you all for tuning in to this Soul Salon. We have a link that will be on the thread. It's called Songs for the Shift, and it's where you can get more involved and participate and contribute to the album that we're creating right now. And it's a whole body of work that's all stories that help seed this new way of living, and I'll help hold our hand as we go through this transition from fear to love that was spoken to so eloquently. So thank you, everybody, again. I'm so excited for these films. I'm going to be showing up to the film festival. I've got a pass, and I can't wait to continue this party with all of you.
Thank you so, so much, Jess. Oh, this goes by so fast. I want you to keep going. Can we just keep going? Because it's just so good and juicy what you're bringing. And I just want to hear more about what you do in the world, too. Just share a little bit about Reimagine. Share a little bit about your Dharma, because you do so much. And I'm so honored that you're here with us. And I'd love to share that with the world.
Thank you so much. That feels so beautiful. Thank you. So Reimagine is one of the sponsors. It's really how we got this amazing production team here participating. Reimagine the 1% is an initiative to really help create a fund of time and money to help uplift a new narrative and highlight storytellers, artists, singers, thought leaders, scientists, content creators like the people that are part of this film festival, really, and musicians like everyone that's here, and Tru, and filmmakers, to really be able to help uplift this narrative. So it couldn't be more aligned with the mission of Illuminate, really. And we believe with Reimagine that in empowered participation, and we believe that we can have this story of we need to wait for someone outside of us to be the leader. But if we start to empower the leader within us all and start to more deeply listen to each other and more deeply listen to ourselves, that we actually have so much wisdom inside of us, and we can stop really outsourcing all of the wisdom to the media and to politicians, and we can start insourcing the wisdom from ourselves and our connection to this earth and to each other. And so that's Reimagine. And then with this project inside of Reimagine, Songs for the Shift, we got this amazing man. He is so humble, he would never say this, but he's a Grammy award-winning producer and has a deep history and also in working with indigenous music and sounds. And binaural beats, and so Walker is a huge part of it. And then we've got Kita, who's helping with writing and arrangement and guitaring and singing, and he's just such a blessing. So he's a huge part of this album as well. And then we're seducing Dion to be on the team as well, bringing in percussion. We just found out that he plays the kit. So I mean, this man like gets the party going. So that's a little bit of what we've got going on. But there's 9 stories, 9 songs, 9 anthems, really, for how to more fully embrace ourselves with self-acceptance, embrace life, embrace change, trust life, feel more love in our hearts. And I think that those are some really, really, you know, we hear those in a lot of these conscious forums and these streams all the time, and it's really nice to say it, but sometimes we need actual tools like songs and practices in our life to actually learn to live it, because even in the most exquisite of circumstances, we still get confronted with our shadows and those challenges and those edges that we're polishing. So yeah, we're creating this as a toolkit. So thank you for letting me share about it. I'm so excited. We're receiving funds for it right now. We're receiving energetic support and support with distribution as it comes out. So I just am so grateful to have this opportunity and all of your presence so much.
Thank you, Jess. You embody the light so much, and so much of what we're trying to share with all of these stories. And I see films coming through with these songs of yours too. So in future Illuminate film festivals, we're excited to bring that forth. I know the story of the Hardest wants to come through, and everyone keep your ears and eyes out for that as that develops into the future, because this is just the beginning to see more and more of you, your beautiful face, and the whole tribe, and all of this love that you're sharing. Thank you so much. So much. And I'd love to transition and share more about the festival too, and to really encourage people to see the films in the festival. There's so many, they're little jewels, and I'd love to maybe one little, let's do the whole group shout out. Thank you so much to everyone. Thank you so much from Bali. Teresa, feel free and chime in. Oh, we feel the love. We feel the love.
Beaming you from Bali. We love you so much.
Beautiful, you guys. So beautiful.
Oh, thank you, Jess. More to come. Thank you all. I'll see you soon. I'm coming to Bali this year.
Oh, I forgot to tell you. I don't know if Tru is still here, but Tru, I have to just weave this in and then I'll let you go forward. But Tru is arranging 3 of the songs and bringing in a whole freaking gospel choir that he's curating from Brooklyn to be a part of the album too. And I just forgot to mention that, but I had to, because he's just, he's just Tru. So thank you for that. I just had to throw that in.
It's an honor and a privilege, an honor and a privilege to serve.
Thank you for serving, and thank you for lending your voices, right, to all of us co-creating the new story, because that's really what this is about. Each one of us has the power to share that, to weave our tone, as you said, Tru, to weave our unique frequency into the field and create a new matrix for us to live into, right? It's up to us. We have the power to do that. We just have to stand up and stand together. And so thank you so much for embodying that so beautifully, all of you.
It's an honor, and a song to really speak life and truth to that is a single of mine that is now currently available on all streaming platforms. It's called Supernatural Love, and it'd be great if everyone could take a great listen to it and just really align with the spirit of love that's in that song. And thank you, as always, Jess and the Soul Salon family, for creating room for me to even stream all the way from Brooklyn, New York, in with you to Bali, and then to the rest of the world via Illuminate. So it's such an honor and a privilege to be with you all tonight.
Hey, Tru and Jess, put those links in the chat too. I'm writing the name of the song, but I know that people are really looking for that, and then we'll post it out onto all of the social channels for you.
Okay, will do. We love you so much. Thank you.
Hey, Maya, back to you. I think you had a couple of trailers you might want to play just to
share about the festival. There's so many films. It's like we don't even have enough time to share about the films, but we're going to give a little bit of samples to get people excited, because we've got 30 films in the festival, like a third of them being world premieres that we've discovered and are so excited to share. I'd like to start with a trailer for Unsinkable, if Ian could help us sync that up. This film really speaks to, our times, like, really being challenged in life and yet finding the resilience, right? That word just keeps coming up, is like, how do we actually cultivate resilience and stamina for our times and not give up, not be knocked down and knocked out, but actually keep getting up and getting up stronger and not giving up. And this film really speaks to that, Unsinkable. So I'd love to play the trailer for that, and sort of start to share a little bit about the films.
The hardest thing I've ever had to overcome was to be at my mother's bedside watching her die.
Prognosis is probably I'd never walk again.
A year ago, she was diagnosed with stage 4 cancer. We didn't even know.
And then I remember that one morning, I woke up and was in complete darkness.
And my whole life was falling apart. I wanted to get out so bad and couldn't.
I think what happens is when we're faced with trauma or crisis, or when we're faced with it, there's an event that sets that off. And the brain freezes an image and takes a snapshot, and that's called a memory. The latest research on memory says when you tell the story of that past experience, 50% of what people talk about isn't even the truth.
Our minds are causing all our suffering.
In every situation, there's a space between the situation and how you respond to it.
All beliefs are just choices. You can choose to believe this or you can choose to believe that.
How can people that are so brilliant be broke and somebody else who is functionally illiterate become a multimillionaire? How does that happen? It happens because of the programming in our subjective mind.
What we put our attention on grows stronger in our lives.
In life, you will always be faced with a series of God-ordained opportunities, brilliantly disguised as problems and challenges.
And those are the life-defining moments, often after tragedies.
And so it's funny because my success was born out of the chaos.
Everything that I ever thought was a problem turned out to be a gift.
You look back and you actually are thankful for that thing.
How low you've gone is how high you'll rise.
There's studies on this. People have achieved great heights and success, often had huge losses before.
You would not be here if you hadn't survived everything that ever happened to you, which proves to you you can survive this.
Being unsinkable to me means I must find a way up and out.
Shift your mind and you will shift your life.
What do you think, Teresa?
We all need that. We all need that reminder of how to bounce back in the face of whatever we're facing. Like we can have this intention to choose love over fear in the moments that are hard. And we really need each other. And we need those little tools that just help us to like recenter and go for it. I love it. I want to do a watch party with the Islands of Coherence for Unsinkable, and then have our own little party afterwards.
Oh, I love that. I love the sound of that, because it's also about gathering, right? Gathering and having and learning these tools together, and we grow together, stronger together that way too. And I love it because these films, they're people's stories, they're stories of overcoming and triumph, but also the tools, like what they use to get there. Like that's the magic. We get to get their transmission and be uplifted by it. And there's an art to listening and to learning from from our elders. And that's the next trailer, the next film that I want to share about that is one of my favorites in the festival. It's a world premiere. It's one of our spotlight galas. It's actually our closing night film. It's called Samadhi Road. It features a lot of incredible human beings that a lot of us here know and love. You know, name one in particular, Muji, graces this film with one of the most powerful transmissions I've ever seen him give. And really, this film is about two brothers who grew up in the tradition of really like honoring and listening to their grandparents, like having a really deep, intimate relationship with their elders and just sitting at the feet of their elders and gaining their like inner wisdom. And they learned that this is something called orality. You know, orality it's a practice of listening, of deep listening. And so they felt this calling to take a tour around the world and seek wise elders to just listen and listen to what they really, really had to share. And this film is a testament to that. It's so beautifully made. And we can show the trailer now so people get a little taste of Samadhi Road.
Por alguma razão, desde muito cedo eu soube reconhecer que existia um valor profundo em sentar-se aos pés dos meus avós para escutar o que eles quisessem me contar. Apenas bem mais tarde é que eu descobri que isso que acontecia entre os meus avós era chamado de oralidade. E bem mais tarde também foi quando eu e meu irmão decidimos confiar no poder da oralidade e sair em busca de pessoas de diferentes áreas da vida que aceitassem dividir reflexões ligadas à vida interior.
Everything has infinite values, and if we experience it and then we act accordingly, our life can become full and joyous.
If you think pleasure is there, the goal of life, like many materialists do, disaster.
The ego is the barrier when it controls you. Oh, I have to be president. I have to have 1 million. I have to be famous.
We want to be good. We want to be perfect, but we're not perfect. Nobody is perfect.
And we wake up, boy, we have a chance. So don't waste that day. That day is very important. It's got lessons for you.
I said yes also to the bad experiences in a way that I needed them.
Aí você se aproxima de Deus. A janela para a luz. É a luz só ela própria que pode abrir-se a nós.
We now have to redefine what we mean by beauty, because beauty for many people is something external, you know. But for me, the beauty is where you're looking from.
The truth, if you're searching for truth, it is in you. Boom.
Samadhi Road.
That's going to be a powerful one. I can feel it. You just can feel it. It's just going to take you into this like deep place, kind of like down some wormholes. And there's going to be these moments of aha. You can just feel it like seeped in there.
It does. It really, really, really does. And even Danette said something changed in her consciousness when she watched it that lasted days. Days and days. It was like when you really open, it opens you to this deeper and higher consciousness. And it's like potent medicine that it takes, you know, or like plant medicine that then you take days to integrate it. But it's such a profound and delicious journey. So I'm excited for people to watch this film.
Yeah.
And we have films from all over the world. You know, we've gone international, and now it's a global virtual festival. So we saw this one from, Brazil, and we have one from Israel that will be playing at the festival and premiering. And that one is called The One Field. And this film, I mean, you could appreciate this deeply too, Teresa, because this film really jumps into the science behind spirituality. It's like we have the science now to really ground all of it. Like there is no question how it all works. It really is energy medicine, frequency, the field, the power of the field, the power of our presence and our coherence in the field. This movie takes it to the next level. It just unpacks it, and you go into a deep journey of understanding, and also mind expansion. I know one of our programmers, Jennifer Padham, literally said her life was changed forever after watching this film. She and she cries talking about it. But it's so profound, the power of our intention, and this film goes there to the point of us feeling, really called and rallied to being peace, so that we can create peace in the world, right? Especially with what's happening in Israel. And we get to also expand the film's message with Lynn McTaggart doing a special program called The Intention Experiment, to help to heal polarization, to help to heal what's happening in America with African Americans, and also what's happening with Arabs and Israelis. It's getting kicked up again. We all have the power to make a difference there. And this film speaks to that, empowers us with the tools, and then we get to invite everybody into an experiment that's even going to be measured. So we're very excited about that. Let's go ahead and play the trailer to The One Field.
Nice.
Can humans find a time when they will allow space for what they don't believe is possible?
For 300 years, science has asked the question, is there a field of energy that connects everything?
Where do our thoughts go when we die?
Someday, there will be inventions in physics, and when they do, you will see that consciousness is energy. What human beings think collectively can be measured.
You have hundreds of thousands of molecules. They can exchange vibrations all over around the field. This is chemistry, but it's a kind of dancing chemistry.
In consciousness, we can communicate and perceive anywhere throughout the entire universe.
Energy increased dramatically.
Distance does not matter.
The field is the origin of everything. And that's what the music is actually doing. It's connecting to the field.
An amazing result.
What is a thought? Thought is a particle of light. We can measure it.
Our thoughts are broadcast to the field.
What happens in one part of the field influences other parts of the field in the same instant. And this is deeply profound.
The data has even surprised us. We are far more interconnected and synchronized with the Earth's magnetic fields than we ever would have predicted.
Is Jerusalem on? Jerusalem. We have people from Saudi Arabia, Abu Dhabi, Tunisia, Bahrain, Kuwait City.
This is so emotional.
We also have many thousands of people from all over the world participating on YouTube, all coming together for a historic event.
The peace is already here.
The peace is already here.
The love is already here. We are already one in this incredible field of life that joins us. Yes. Yeah. Beautiful. Wow. Such incredible films. And that's just 3
out of 30. I know. I wish I could share them all. I really encourage you to go to our virtual page. I don't know if we can share that, and you can navigate us around Teresa, because really you can go and watch trailers for every single film. You can check out the different gala films. You can check out the special programs, and we really have something for everyone. We kind of curated it and even tagged the films for people that were beginning, just beginning on their journey and curious and wanting to basically dip their toe in this kind of transformational media. And then we also have things for real curious deep divers, seekers, people really interested in healing and activism. We have an incredible film further up, actually, in the gala films, The Seeds of Vandana Shiva. If we had more time, I would love to share that. She's an incredible pioneer, activist, peacemaker, and just inspiring soul. Vandana Shiva, that film is incredible. I highly recommend that too. And it just goes on and on. I mean, we're so gifted with incredible, high quality pieces of art, inspiring us to what's possible in the world. And we can scroll down a little bit and you can just see each one of these boxes is an incredible film, each one. Everything from, sound healing journeys to, overcoming, loss and death and finding renewal and transformation. There's also remembering past lives and our true purpose on this planet. Everything from that to finding our, being challenged by illness and realizing the illness is actually an activation to our true purpose and calling. So it goes on and on. We have so many incredible films. And we also have within this film festival, this 9-day festival, we have 2 full days of industry conference panels. And it's incredible. Basically, there's an opportunity here for really influential industry leaders that have taken their time to mentor up and coming filmmakers. And by signing up to the conference and signing up, you get actual 3 meetings, 20-minute meetings with people that usually you have waiting lists for months and months and months and cost thousands of dollars to have meetings with. And they're donating their time to be able to really help develop young filmmakers and give them the tools and the resources and connections that they need to make these kinds of films and continue to raise the quality of these kinds of films. So we're really excited to be building our community of conscious filmmakers by doing this and serving in this way. There's so much more to say, and we've run out of time at this point, but just really encourage everybody to take this opportunity. These films, are being available on our platform, nowhere else, just for this week. And we're encouraging people to vote for the films by getting, a film winning an audience award at our festival could make or break a film. Like it really is the thing that distributors look at, that Netflix looks at. They come and they go, who are the winners of your festival? And those are the ones that go on to have really big, wide release distribution. So that's also the service that we provide at Illuminate, as we discover these films and we help steward them into the world and try to share them and amplify the messages for all to see. So just really excited to have everybody watch these.
So people can sign up virtually for the festival, or they can just choose like a few movies that they'd like to see. So there's many options for that. And I think what's really important is that, this in-person and virtual connection to these films and to the energy of this festival really can impact our life in a positive way. So whether you choose to jump in all the way or you just come for a few little tastes, be open for the magic bubble of the Illuminate Film Festival, because they always rises. You really have done a fantastic job, you guys, to pull something together. And I just want us all, like right now, whoever's listening, to just send some love and blessings to this team and to everybody participating in the festival. Let this be a week of real transformation and healing. Yeah. And thank you again, Jess and Tru. I love that crew. It went by so fast. Yeah.
I know, I could spend hours and hours with them. So thank you everyone for tuning in. Check out what's happening in person in Sedona. If you're in Sedona, which is a whole nother branch we haven't even gotten into, with incredible films and advanced screenings like Grace and Grit, the first film ever made of Ken Wilber's life, the Einstein of consciousness. And we're getting to have him actually come onto a panel that I get to interview him and Deepak Chopra and Marianne Williamson. And that's going to be an incredible conversation at the in-person festival. So really, it's a huge, a huge gathering of like-minded souls that, really have a powerful message for all of us. And I really look forward to playing with everyone and also interacting with people. Oh, at the live stream Q&As, I'll just leave you with that. Every single one of these films is going to have a scheduled live stream Q&A with the filmmakers and the people in the film. So you can actually tune in and ask questions to them live. So once you buy a ticket, it's included in your ticket. You watch the movie and you get this opportunity to actually connect with the makers and the speakers. So few festivals have the bandwidth to do that, and we barely do, but we've made it happen because we think it's so important to have that connection. And those that have pass holders get to go onto the Zoom and have more interactions with the artists afterwards. And so on that note, I'll see you at the festival.
Yeah. Bye-bye. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Yeah.
And hopefully we still have Jess Magic on.